morning students. This is lecture 3rd of class 11th maths chapter 4th, and today we will discuss the questions on PMI which are based on multiple or divisible type. We have till now done the questions on equality and the questions on greater than less than. Now we will do the questions on multiple and divisible type. So steps will remain same. The question is prove that 7 raised to the power n minus 3 raised to the power n is multiple of 4 where n belongs to the natural number. So let the statement be as Pn, that 7 raised to the power n minus 3 raised to the power n is a multiple of 4. Now for n equal to 1, in place of n put 1, so which will be 7 minus 3 4, and we can see 4 is a multiple of 4, right? 4 into 1 is 4, so 4 is a multiple of 4, therefore P1 is true. Now assume that Pk is true for some k belongs to natural number. We assume that Pk is true, so for Pk in place of n just put k. So if Pk is true, that means 7 raised to the power k minus 3 raised to the power k is multiple of 4. It is a multiple of 4, therefore we can write it as 7 raised to the power k minus 3 raised to the power k equal to 4m. As it is a multiple of 4, so it is equal to 4m where m belongs to the natural number. You have to mention this, where m belongs to natural number. Now we will find the value of any of the terms. So we are finding the value of 7 raised to the power k will be equal to what? 4m. Take this 3k that side. So 7 raised to the power k is equal to 4m plus 3 raised to the power k, and let this be as 1. Now we will show that pk plus 1 is also true. So what will be pk plus 1? In place of n put k plus 1. So pk plus 1 is 7 raised to the power k plus 1 minus 3 raised to the power k plus 1 is a multiple of 4. We have to show that this term is a multiple of 4. So taking this term, right, this is 7 raised to the power k plus 1 minus 3 raised to the power k plus 1. Now 7 raised to the power k plus 1 can be written as 7 raised to the power k into 7 minus this term as it is. Why we have separated this term? Because we can see we have to use 1 to prove pk plus 1, and in 1 we have the value of 7 raised to the power k. So we have written 7 raised to the power k separately. Now using 1, write the value of 7 raised to the power k, which is 4m plus 3 raised to the power k. So writing this value into 7 minus the same term. Now multiply 7 with both the terms. 7 into 4m plus 7 into 3 raised to the power k minus, writing this term as 3 ki power k into 3, right? 3 raised to the power k into 3. Now 7 into 4m as it is, plus if you take 3 raised to the power k common, what will you get? 7 minus 3. So 3 raised to the power k into 4. As from both the terms we can see, we can take 4 common. So here 7m plus 3k left. Now we can see this term is a multiple of 4. So this we wanted to show to prove pk plus 1, that the term is a multiple of 4. Therefore you will write the last lines that pk plus 1 is true whenever pk is true. Hence by PMI, Pn is true for all n belongs to natural number. Clear? So the steps are completely same. Now next question is, show x raised to the power 2n minus y raised to the power 2n is divisible by x plus y. So it is same. It is like multiple only. In place of divisible, we can write it as x raised to the power 2n minus y raised to the power 2n is a multiple of x plus y. Because if x plus y divides this term, it means that this term is a multiple of x plus y. So let the statement be as Pn. Now for n equal to 1, in place of n put 1 x square minus y square, which is equal to x minus y into x plus y. and therefore this term is divisible by x plus y, as this term is a multiple of x plus y. Now assume that pk is also true for k belongs to natural number. If pk is true, then pk will be x raised to the power 2k minus y raised to the power 2k. In place of n, put k is divisible by x plus y. If it is divisible by x plus y, then it is some multiple of x plus y. Now finding the value of any of the terms, we find the value of x raised to the power 2k, which is equal to x plus y into m plus y raised to the power 2k, and let this be as 1. We will use this result to prove pk plus 1. So pk plus 1, I have skipped that statement that we will show that pk plus 1 is true, but you have to write that. So pk plus 1 will be in place of n put k plus 1. So x raised to the power 2 k plus 1 minus y raised to the power 2 into k plus 1, mentions the brackets here, is divisible by x plus y. This is what we want to show. So we will take this term as it is. Now multiply 2 x raised to the power 2k plus 2 minus y raised to the power 2k plus 2. Writing this term separately as y, because we have found the value of x raised to the power 2k. So it can be written as x square into x raised to the power 2k minus, writing this term as it is. Now using 1 to write the value of x raised to the power 2k. So x square, value of x raised to the power 2k, from 1 we can see is x plus y into m plus y raised to the power 2k minus, writing this term as y square into y raised to the power 2k. Now multiplying both the terms with x square, so this term will be x plus y, x square into m plus x square into y raised to the power 2k minus y square into y raised to the power 2k. This term as it is, from both of these terms we are taking y raised to the power 2k common. The left term will be x square minus y square, which can be further written as x minus y into x plus y, and this term as it is. Now from both these terms we can take x plus y common, write down the left term x square into m plus, here we have taken x plus y common, so y raised to the power 2k into x minus y. So we wanted to show that this is divisible by x plus y, for which we wanted to show that this term is a multiple of x plus y. Now here we can see that this term is multiple of x plus y. So we will write which is divisible by x plus y, and therefore pk plus 1 is true whenever pk is true. Hence by PMI, Pn is true for all n belongs to natural number. Clear? So your homework is you have to do question 19 to 24 of exercise 4.1 and revise the content of the chapter PMI. Clear? Now we will discuss the homework solution which I have given you in the previous lecture. So question number 8 is 1 into 2 plus 2 into 2 square and plus so on up to n into 2 raised to the power n is equal to n minus 1 into 2 raised to the power n plus 1 plus 2. So let the statement be as Pn. I hope all of you have done for n equal to 1. So we have assumed it for k, that pk is true, right? You have to write all the statements. I am skipping that. So we have assumed pk is true. So pk will be this statement. In place of n, just put k. Now we have to show that pk plus 1 is true. What will be pk plus 1? In place of n, just put k plus 1. So here k plus 1 into 2 raised to the power k plus 1, and in RHS n minus 1, that is in place of n k plus 1 minus 1 into 2 raised to the power k plus 1 plus 1 and then plus 2 as it is. Solving it again, it will be 1 into 2 plus 2 into 2 square and so on plus k plus 1 into 2 raised to the power k plus 1, which is equal to, now this will be k into 2 raised to the power k plus 2 plus 2 as it is. Taking LHS, we want to prove it equal to the RHS. So LHS is our this. Also we have mentioned the kth term, which is k into 2 raised to the power k. So mention the kth term also. Now using 1 up to the kth term, the result is this. So up to the kth term, from here up to the kth term, we are writing the complete this result, that is k minus 1, 2 raised to the power k plus 1 plus 2 and plus the left term, that is the k plus 1th term as it is. Now what can we do from both these terms? See, first and third term, 2 raised to the power k plus 1 is common. So take 2 raised to the power k plus 1 common. From here you will get k minus 1 plus from here you will get k plus 1. This plus 2 as it is. Now cancel out 1, you will get 2k. So 2 raised to the power k plus 1 into 2k plus 2. Now this is 2 raised to the power k plus 1 into 2 raised to the power 1. So base is same. Add the powers. So it will be 2 raised to the power k plus 2 and this k as it is plus 2. This is our RHS only which we wanted to prove. Then after that write down the final result. Right. The next question is 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 and so on up to 1 upon 2 raised to the power n is equal to 1 minus 1 upon 2 raised to the power n. So we are letting it that pk is true. In place of n just put k and let it be 1. Now pk plus 1 is this 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 and so on up to 1 upon 2 raised to the power k plus 1. In place of n just put k plus 1 is equal to 1 minus 1 upon 2 raised to the power k plus 1. This is our pk plus 1 which we wanted to prove. Taking LHS up to the kth term. Okay, also mention the kth term in the LHS, which is nothing but the last term of pk, right? This is only our kth term. So up to the kth term, using 1, result is 1 minus 1 upon 2 raised to the power k plus the left term, that is the k plus 1th term. Now taking LCM, be careful about LCM. This is 2 की power k into 2. So LCM will be 2 raised to the power k plus 1. You will get it as 2 raised to the power k plus 1 minus, here it is 2 raised to the power k. So minus 2 plus 1. After solving it, you will get 2 raised to the power k plus 1 minus 1. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 upon 2 raised to the power k plus 1. But we want to prove it equal to the RHS, which is this. So we are separating the denominator. 2 raised to the power k plus 1 upon the same is 1 minus 1 upon 2 raised to the power k plus 1, which is equal to our RHS. Right? Write down all the statements and also show that it is true for n equal to 1. All of those steps I have skipped, but you have to do all the steps. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Now next is question number 11th. Right? So I have assumed the pk, that pk is true for some k belongs to natural number. So in question it was n here and now I have assumed that pk is true. So I have written k in place of n. So pk will be 1 upon 1 into 2 into 3 plus 1 upon 2 into 3 into 4 and so on plus 1 upon k into k plus 1 into k plus 2, which is equal to k into k plus 3 upon 4 k plus 1 into k plus 2. Right? So this we have assumed that it is true. Now we will show that pk plus 1 is also true. So what will be pk plus 1? In place of k, put k plus 1. So this is what we have done. In place of k, put k plus 1. So it will be, here it is 1 upon k into k plus 1 k plus 2. So it will be k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3. Similarly, in place of k, k plus 1 in RHS also. So k plus 1, k plus 4 upon 4, k plus 2 into k plus 3. So we will take LHS, right? So LHS is basically this. So we have written LHS. Also we have mentioned the kth term. Kth term was this. So we have mentioned the kth term. Now the result up to the kth term. From first up to the kth term is this. So writing the result, right, plus the k plus 1th term. Now we can see that k plus 1 into k plus 2 is common. So we have taken them common. From here what will be left in the denominator 4, in the numerator k square plus 3k, plus here we have taken these two terms common, so the left term is 1 upon k plus 3. Now taking LCM of 4 into k plus 3, what will you get? Multiply this term with k plus 3 and 1 with 4. So you will get this as the numerator. Now solving the numerator, this term as it is, into numerator will be now k cube plus 6k square plus 9k plus 4, which when you will factorize it, you will get k plus 1 into k plus 1 into k plus 4 upon the denominator. Now we can see 1k plus 1 is cancelled, right? Then the left term will be k plus 1 into k plus 4 upon 4 k plus 2 into k plus 3, which is nothing but our RHS, which we wanted to prove, right? So you will write the last results. Clear? Now in question number 12, we have assumed that pk is true. So pk is a plus ar square and so on up to ar raised to the power k minus 1 is equal to a bracket r raised to the power k minus 1 upon r minus 1, and let this be as 1, right? Now pk plus 1, which we wanted to prove, you will write all the statements and you will show for n equal to 1 also, which I have left. Now for pk plus 1, a plus ar and so on up to ar, in place of k put k plus 1 minus 1 is equal to a bracket r, in place of k put k plus 1 minus 1 upon r minus 1. Taking LHS, writing the LHS, also mentioning the kth term, right? Mention the kth term. Now up to the kth term, the result is this. So write down the result plus the k plus 1th term. Clear? Now taking LCM r minus 1, multiply these terms a r raised to the power k minus a plus with r minus 1 this term, so it will be a r raised to the power k plus 1. Why? It is just r raised to the power k plus 1, because here it is r raised to the power k, here it is r raised to the power 1. So multiplying them, base are same, so power will add, minus the same a r raised to the power k upon r minus 1, right? Now you can see we can cancel a r raised to the power k. So the left term is a r raised to the power k plus 1 minus a upon r minus 1. Take out a common. What will be left? R raised to the power k plus 1 minus 1 upon r minus 1, which is our RHS. You can check it from here. It is the RHS. So this is also proved that when pk is true, pk plus 1 is also true, right? Now in question number 15th, we assume that pk is true. pk is 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square plus so on up to 2k minus 1 whole square, which is equal to k into 2k minus 1 into 2k plus 1 upon 3, and let this assumption be as 1. Now we will show that pk plus 1 is also true. So pk plus 1 will be in place of k, just put k plus 1 here, right? So it will be 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square and so on up to 2 bracket, write k plus 1 in bracket, right? Because you have to multiply 2 with both the terms k and 1. Minus 1 whole square is equal to k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 minus 1 into 2 bracket k plus 1 upon 3. Solving pk plus 1 again, we will get 1 square plus 3 square. This will be now 2k plus 1 whole square, which is equal to k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 into 2k plus 3 upon 3. We will take LHS now and we'll prove it equal to the RHS. So LHS will be this. Also we are mentioning the kth term. You can see the kth term is 2k minus 1 whole square, right? Now up to here, up to kth term, we have assumed the result is this plus the k plus 1th term. From these terms, we can see 2k plus 1 is common. Take it out. the left term will be k into 2k minus 1 upon 3 plus from here we have taken 2k plus 1 common. So the left term will be 2k plus 1 and we have taken LCM, therefore multiply this term with 3. Now solving it, you will get 2k plus 1, 2k square minus k plus 6k plus 3 upon 3. Right? Now solve it. It will be 2k plus 1, 2k square plus 5k plus 3 upon 3. You can break this 5k as 3k plus 2k. So you will get 2k plus 1 into k plus 1 into 2k plus 3 upon 3, which is our RHS only, right? So this is equal to RHS. Clear? Now question number 17. We have assumed that pk is true. pk is 1 upon 3 into 5 plus 1 upon 5 into 7 and so on. 1 upon 2k plus 1 into 2k plus 3 is equal to k upon 3 into 2k plus 3, and let this be as 1. Now we will show pk plus 1 is also true. So for pk plus 1, in place of k, just put k plus 1 and you will get 2k plus 3 here, 2k plus 5 here, and similarly in the numerator in RHS, k plus 1 upon 3 into 2k plus 5. Taking LHS, writing all the terms, also mentioning the kth term, the result up to here from 1 we can see it is k upon 2k plus 3 plus the left term. Now from both of these terms we can see 1 upon 2k plus 3 is common. Take it out, k upon 3 plus 1 upon, from here the left term will be 1 upon 2k plus 5. Now take LCM, 3 into 2k plus 5, multiply k with this 2k square plus 5k plus 3. When you will solve it, you will get the result k plus 1 upon 3 into 2k plus 5, because this is equal to k plus 1 into 2k plus 3, and 2k plus 3 will get cancelled with this 2k plus 3. Clear? And this is our RHS which we wanted. So these are the solutions of the questions which I have given you in the previous lecture. Now the homework which I have given you in this lecture, complete that carefully. Okay? Thank you.